This is the most fun I've had in weeks.
Bruh.
I'm dead serious.
Bruh.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm hungry as hell.
All right. So, what's up, team? You ready? You ready? You ready? All right. What's up, Team Esquire? Back with another video. Angel's not here, as you can see, but I got my two homies with me.
Hey, gang, gang, gang.
You've seen them both before, Priscilla and Megan, and we just wanted to talk about life while we were studying for the bar.
For life.
What? Video's over. There it is.
You want to start?
I don't want to talk about my life.
Yeah.
How it's been? You said how it's been?
How it's been?
Well, she got a bang, y'all. She just don't want to tell you.
For me personally, I don't think I've reached that point yet where I'm super stressed, but I have like ups and downs.
I'm gonna tell them like where we're at now. Like how far
Week
away
55%. I think this is like week 5, week 6 or something like that. So we have basically like 2 months and a week or so to study. We started classes a week after graduation, so it was not that much time after all. Like
there was no turnaround at all.
Nothing.
Like literally days.
But like you can't take a vacation, friendcation, nothing. So we like got right into it, and we're halfway through. We have a practice exam coming up next week Tuesday, and we're supposed to be at 57%. And apparently these people are there, and I'm working, y'all. We're all using. Can I say what we're using?
Yeah,
not a shout out, but we're using Barbary. So there are like three big services that you can use for bar studies, and that's Barbary is the biggest one, followed by Kaplan, and then Themis. And they give you like parameters of where you're supposed to be after a certain amount of time. So like week after week, they tell you how many assignments you have. They tell you what sort of classes you're going to be taking. They tell you what, how far ahead you should be at this point, things like that. And we're at 57%. Today. Should we talk about prices?
I don't know the exact price, but these programs are expensive.
As hell.
I don't know
Very-
the exact price.
Because I ain't paid.
Okay, so that's also really important. You see these people. So that's really important. There are a couple ways that you can get your bar prep studies, quote unquote, for free. Not really for free. So the first one, which you guys really should know about if you're going to go to law school or you're thinking about it, is if you become a rep for that bar prep company, you get your bar prep for free. So I'm a bar prep, I'm a representative or was a representative for Barbary. And so I got my bar prep courses for free.
If your firm ends up paying for it, does it, or do you get it reimbursed?
But yeah, so they would Barbary would like give me a check for the amount of my bar prep course, which is like $3,000 something, like $3,000 something. Yeah, they would have given me a check for the whole $3,000 whatever that the course costs. So it's really expensive, especially if you plan on going into the public sector. So there is usually scholarship, and I think it's for all 3 companies. It's cheaper if you're going into the public sector.
I was a bar rep for I think maybe a whole 24 hours. I sat at that table. I was like, this is not for me.
You don't even gotta do nothing. Like,
Just sit there.
you just gotta talk to
You
people.
sit there and be candy. Like
So
you
this would be
quit.
in the 1L. Yeah.
I could be studying
Well,
right now.
I could be studying right now. I could be doing so much. That's how I was really thinking about it.
Like
That's
what?
dumb as hell.
Studying?
Don't listen to her. Y'all, I'm gonna really put you on game. As soon as you start law school, or if you're in law school right now, go sign up and be a rep so that you can get your bar prep for free. And if you do get it for free and your firm decides to pay for it, that's $3,000 some in your pocket. Like,
It is. It's
come
true.
on.
Be a rep.
Don't be like that.
Anyway, how's life for you during bar prep? Heard you been going out on dates and stuff.
So I had to do grand jury duty for 2 weeks, and that's basically like 9 to 6, 9 to 7 p.m. every day. So that really cut into my time. So I was trying to do work like before, during the lunch break, the little breaks during the day, and then also after I got home.
And she was still ahead of me, y'all. Come on, like.
But I think it's because
what you want to be like.
It's just because we study differently. So for me, because I knew that I was missing out on so many hours during the day when everybody else was studying full time, I thought it was really important for me to be able to check all the boxes. So basically, every day Barbie gives you like a list of assignments to do for the day, and you can take however long you want to do them. And I think that's why some people fall behind. But for me, I was thinking like, I need to like focus on this, and once I'm able to catch up and when jury duty is over, then I can go back and like fill in the blanks of like where my knowledge was lacking. So honestly, Priscilla and I are probably at the same spot, like with like how much knowledge we really know, even if like you're not at 57% now.
No, we're not.
Probably are. But the most difficult part for me, they allocate maybe 2 hours or 3 hours per topic. So just like as an overview, on the MBE portion, which is multiple choice, we have 8 topics. So picture each one of those topics, them allocating 3 hours for us to review the whole topic.
Yeah.
And that takes me probably 15 hours.
Yeah.
So that's what really takes up the bulk of my time.
What they tell you to do is exactly what you're doing, which is you're leaving class and then you're reviewing. So I didn't do that, y'all. Like what I would do was when we first started, I would leave class and I'd just go chill, like because I didn't have I'm dead ass because we
Must be nice, yo.
Right? Like, and now look at me. Exactly. Like I just was not. I didn't have enough break between finals and graduation and this class to really feel like I'm refreshed. Okay, let's get it. Let's do the studying. So I was tired.
Was any of it coming back to you as you were studying?
The general knowledge that you had during 1L when you thought you were killing it, yeah, that's not shit. And that's not gonna get you nowhere. When you're starting to take the practice exams and you're getting questions thrown at you out of left field, like, I ain't never learned that shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it really just, it throws you, right?
Like for me though, at least with torts and con law, it was coming back. Yeah.
I freaking love those subjects.
As I was doing like practice questions and amps and like an MBE practice questions, whenever I see torts, it makes me happy. Civ Pro, no.
Sam is a nerd.
But Sam also has been doing questions like for fun because she just enjoys like the amps and like the multiple choice questions.
You should see how she's like, like we'll sit in class.
Like she's happy doing it.
We have class like 4 hours out of every day from 9:30 until like 1:30, depending on the subject. And Sam will be sitting in there just smiling, happy, like laughing at their corny little joke. First of all, I'm like,
first of all,
ma'am,
those people are hilarious.
No, they're not. Some of them are. Not all of them.
What? That lady was up there singing.
Paula Francese. Okay, Paula Francese, if you take Barbie, is my. Can I curse?
Yes.
Is my shit. Okay. What'd you say?
Demonetized.
She's great. No, she's funny. Like some of them really are funny and they make it up with time. But like
I really remembered her Remainder Man thing.
Yeah, when Remainder Man came in.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's polite. He doesn't, he doesn't butt in. I was like, yeah.
I was like Elvis Presley and Orville Redenbacher.
Oh yeah.
So some of them are funny. I get that. But like Sam really just be in there like, I'm a nerd.
So we went to the class sessions during the day.
I live far.
Yeah, she was far. So you can either watch online or you can watch in a live stream at Columbia. If you want to see live with an actual professor, you have to go down to Fordham. But it's crazy how it went from, it's not crazy because expected. It really went from maybe 100 people the first week to about 30 people the second week, if that, to like this week being week 5, week 4 to week 5. Either week 4 or 5, we're not exactly sure.
5 or 6.
And it legit went to like 7 people. It's like me, Priscilla, 2 LLMs, David Fu, and the rest.
When you do it online, you can speed it up, you can pause it, rewind it, and you can watch it whenever. Yeah. So yeah.
But I like to have that literally set schedule at 9:30. I'm in here, and by 1 o'clock I'm out. The bowl's disgusting right now. They don't know what she did.
I mean, it looks terrible. How have you guys been
coping with stress?
Okay.
It's not where we were going.
Kind of. I was gonna be like balancing studying with like being a regular person. Like so mental health and everything. So yeah, coping with stress. You know.
I literally don't do anything. No, like not even exaggerating. I do nothing. I sit in the house all day. I take breaks. I don't study all day. That's insane. And even when my brain starts to tune out, I stop studying. So I can't study all day and all night. How people just do that. So my brain will eventually start checking out. But I watch Netflix. I'm on season 3 of Riverdale now. It's a good show. It gets creepy and creepier every episode.
This is Supernatural?
It's not supernatural, but it has supernatural elements to it.
So it's supernatural.
But it's not, because I don't want to give it away. And I've been going to the gym regularly.
You go to Netflix. Oh yeah, after the gym.
Yeah, that's
how
right.
you look snatched.
For real? You lying. For the camera. I'm done with this video, y'all.
Sit your ass down.
No, I'm not lying for the camera. You look good.
What's up?
Thank you.
My thing is like just trying to stay regular at the gym. And occasionally I go on dates here and there just to like get out of the house and meet new people, do something else. Cause like it's summer in New York and we're not doing anything and I'm just going insane.
Oh, y'all not doing that?
You doing
No,
stuff?
you doing stuff?
First of all, you had gym
like
for 2 weeks. I wouldn't have went.
what are you saying?
I promise I wouldn't have went to Jersey.
I wouldn't have gone either, y'all. So
Yeah,
that
they have
is
no
really a
sense of
champ.
civic duty.
No, I'm
No,
not.
Drake was
civic
the same
duty
thing
can
too.
wait.
Drake was like they would have to arrest me. I was like, yeah, and then you don't get admitted to New York to practice.
Like, listen, I had
listen.
the bar to take.
Pretty simple to turn.
Y'all want me to FSDOR?
I met some cool people, and you know, I think I impacted the law.
Yeah.
I'm trying to impact the law too once
It
I
was good
pass.
to see how
so-
everything was behind the scenes. As someone who's been in law school and like been around these spaces, I find it very hard to meet people who aren't like law students or lawyers or in this like social sphere. So it's cool to like be able to meet other people from Brooklyn who are doing like a lot of different cool things, and then like make new contacts and make new friends. And I thought I'd feel a lot more like behind afterwards, and I really didn't.
You're right,
Y'all,
everybody.
I'm like,
I tried to add more structure into my life, just period.
let's
Like,
talk about that.
I so like with the gym, I make sure I go to the gym no matter how tired I am. Not every single day. I make sure I go Sunday through Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So you take Wednesday off and Saturday,
And Saturday off.
Okay.
So if I go on Wednesday or Saturday, it's like extra. You know, those days are part of my discipline. And also, I'm vegetarian temporarily. Why you roll your eyes?
You don't stop talking about it.
Look at this nasty bowl.
Exactly. Did nobody force you?
This is how my bowl always looks though, because I don't eat meat. Even before this. So,
You eat the surprise.
nah, I don't like the little thing. So, diet plus going to the gym plus budgeting a lot. Just things like that are really helpful in creating discipline so that it's easier when I'm studying to have discipline.
But tell them about your actual schedule that you're keeping with your studying.
Oh, like how I turn off my phone?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Well,
for a
I think it was
second.
more like, what do you do each day?
Yeah, but you also like write down how much time.
Oh, yeah, okay. So,
Yeah, that's really helpful.
it is really helpful. So I have a timer. This is courtesy of Angel because she gave me this recommendation. I keep a timer on my computer, so I time how much I study every day. Let's say we wake up in the morning. Like I said, we have class at 9:30. Between 9:30 and 1:30 usually. That's 4 hours. How long it is? 4 hours. That'll actually convert to about 3.5 hours of study time, if that makes sense, right? Because we have the 10-minute breaks in between, and then like the time that it takes us to haha, what are you doing, and like walk back and you know.
So how many hours
be
now?
I haha for 3 minutes.
Nah, time how long you're talking to me.
I'll go home and I usually do an MBE set right after I get home because like my brain is still flowing.
Yeah.
So that'll be 50 minutes. So I add that to the time. So like 3.5 hours plus 50 minutes. So it'll be like 4 hours and 20 minutes by then. I'll take a break, watch Riverdale or something, and then I'll start again in the afternoon. And basically that's how I log the time.
Yeah, so I've taken that tip too, and I've been doing the same thing. I just been using an app that I think people use to count their billable hours. So I actually really appreciate that because you can say like what project you're doing and what assignment you're doing. So like, and it gives you like the data. And it also gives you like a lot of breakdowns. So you can actually go back and be like, oh, like I spent this amount of time doing multiple choice. I've spent this amount of time doing essay stuff, this amount of time doing lectures. And it has like colors and shit. So yeah, I appreciate that. It also makes me feel better, I think, be able to be like, well, you did put in the work. And so being able to look back at that and say, just have to trust the process has been helping me out.
This is the one time in life where we're literally just trusting the process.
Yeah, it's blind.
It's like all I'm doing is following what you're telling me to do.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping.
God.
Hoping it's gonna work out. I'm just gonna trust it.
Trust
that
the
they know what they
process.
doing.
But there's no alternative.
Yeah. And then also we know like a lot of people from school who graduated who've taken the test before that I went through the same process and had their insecurities about it and then came out like doing more than fine. So she really likes the MBEs and the AMPs, which are like the multiple choice ones. I really like the MPTs. when you like so the MPT is basically like a closed universe thing where like they give you like a couple of cases and like some letters and things like that, and they give you a problem and you pretend that you are actually a practicing attorney and craft a document that's either persuasive or not or whatever to your client, something like that, about what you've read. And like everything you need to know is within that closed universe, and you just like have a lot of time to just play around with language and to like.
No, you don't. She's lying. So the only reason why Megs is saying that is because Megs did law review and she's used to closed universe writing whatever, and she reads hella fast. Read hella fast. Stop it.
Yeah, you also read.
Stop it. This is crazy. You have like 45 minutes to read through all the documents, and you might get like 8 to 12 documents, and then you have 45 minutes to write it. So I don't know what you're talking about
and like, it's not even just read through the documents though. You have to take out the law you need, find precedent,
and
look through statutes, look through memos, look through client letters, look through the actual facts of what happened in the case.
Get out of here to play with the. You don't. Made me want to curse.
I personally just enjoy them, and I haven't felt a time crunch with it yet. And I actually do finish those pretty early to like, I actually do play with the language with it.
That's pretty good though.
But like,
because I don't think we can get any worse. It's only gonna get better. So you have more and more time.
Yeah, but like the multiple choice stuff, like my eyes glaze over. I'm so bad at focusing on those things. So.
Yeah, it's crazy how different people are.
I like the multiple choice more just because it's like shorter. It's like a short story, right? You just like, bam, done, move on.
You get more points with MBE, right?
Yes, 50%.
Yeah, I have to work on my focus because even sitting down there to do like the 45-minute pieces, by the end I'm like,
do you even know how many people you get right?
So I think Barbara gives you the averages for each topic. So like I think you're supposed to be getting above that.
For the first time in my life, I don't care what I get. If I get a D-, I pass this bar.
I'm about to get a perfect score.
And I wouldn't be, y'all.
I will.
Y'all.
Say who in the hood?
Wait.
They won't come for me.
Wait.
Stop playing.
Wait.
Okay, so the bar. What is the bar? No, honestly, because we've talked about this whole damn thing and not even said what it was.
What is the bar?
So it's called like a qualifying exam, right? So like you go through this whole like law school situation, you take all your exams every single semester, and that's cool. That's just to get you through law school, right? But once you're done with law school, in order to be a lawyer, you actually have to pass whatever state you're in, whatever state you want to practice in, bar exams. So New York has it over 2 days, July 30th and 31st, and we will
it's 6 hours with a lunch break.
Exactly.
Columbia has a really good pass rate for the bar. It's like 99%. Oh, okay. But also like the pass rates for people go down across the board when they take it for the second time. So
yeah, no, just for like, thank you. Peabody for me. You see it?
No, I gave him his shirt.
50% of the bar is the MBE. I'm not explaining
20% is the MPT.
It's multiple choice.
30%
is the ME, the essay. So it's like 50%. Wow. Don't do that. So 50% multiple choice, 50% essays, and the essays are like split into 2 like different types of essays.
This is the most fun I've had in weeks.
Bruh.
I'm dead serious.
Bruh. The hardest part about this whole thing is like not being able to just be like a regular person. Like my schedule being set of like 2 things in a day, 3 different things in a day, and not being able to say yes to doing this or go do that and have fun and like be a regular person is like the hardest part for me, because literally all I do every single day is work out and study, and I hate that for myself. Like I'm just not that type of person who can live my life like that. So like it's been driving me insane.
What do you think you can do to fix that? Because do you think you have to work on finding a balance, or do you think it's just like impossible?
I don't see what else I can do,
right,
quote unquote, to like liven up my life without taking away time from my studying in a way that like is going to put me in a position where I just feel pressure and stress all the time. It's 8 weeks of just hell for me. This is just not how I'm used to living my life. So like I really hate these last 4 weeks, and these 4 weeks are coming up. Like I know I'm not gonna like it. It's just something I have to get through.
I guess to piggyback off that, sometimes I feel like I'm moving on autopilot. Like one time I was legit walking to the gym and I was like, how did I get here? The fact that it's only or that there's only about 5 weeks left keeps me sane. Like that's enough to be like, okay, at the end of the day it's 5 weeks. I guess my biggest lows or my lowest of lows are just when I'm super lonely. And it's like,
Oh, stop turning your phone on.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe that will help.
I keep my phone off during the day. That's what they're talking.
She really went dark for 4 days.
She's like,
y'all.
oh, also she'll be like, oh, just to let you know, like, I'm turning off my phone from Saturday to Wednesday, so.
Like, if you text me, you won't get me. I'm like, I mean, but the good thing is this is followed up by our various bar trips. So
Oh yeah, bar trip.
that's gonna be lit. So like, usually after people take this exam, because it's been so harrowing and depressing and awful for however many months, you go on a trip to do whatever and live your best Caucasian life, right? So I'm going to be going back home to Ghana, and then I'm gonna do a little tour of the African continent, especially on the east side. What up?
Yeah, you go to like different countries?
Yes.
Okay, country hopping, that's dope.
Yes.
And so for my bar trip, going with Sam to Caravana for the first weekend of August.
But.
And then going with Priscilla to Ghana and Dubai.
Hey, gang gang.
Anyone has any more substantive information to add?
Okay. Rude.
You want to
no,
like?
you do? You have
Do you want to have like last minute or closing like advice or I don't know?
advice? We didn't even pass yet. I guess wish us luck. You know, we really appreciate it. We're gonna try to make these last weeks count, and hopefully, not hopefully,
We will pass.
we will pass.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, heard it. So, if you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and watch out for more videos. Catch.
I'm coming home, wait for me by the phone. I'm coming, I'm all alone, cause everybody's gone. To my girl, I ain't coming back, but I love her, ain't over that. But I'm done with that class, it's all good, now it's all in the past. And I thank God I made it out. Now it's over, I'm out, I'm closer to my closure, and I'm out. Just wanna hold you, gotta hold you. I'ma go get that diploma so I can act like I done grown up, never look back.